like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve, though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian, blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Check safety, check safety. 52's the mark. 52. Blue dance, blue dance. Delta.
Third down. Here's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with down.
Team 6. Team 6. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 74. Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. They go play action now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch 57. I'm coming for you. Mine. Watch the check 9, check 9.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights after 7-0 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Wow, evasive.
Make him miss.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Switch. No.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw it. Able to find Floyd. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a toss. This is Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the red zone now, Wentz stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
81. Mike 51. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike. Let's go. Great. 120. Tight ends on the Ringo. This time, 7. We got 3. Go. Hey, Mike 20.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had guys prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Haskins now off the bootleg. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On first down, here's Love. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, good move.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And this is forward, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now wins. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Great 15, great 15. Please. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Watch the shift. Hey.
Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered.
And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, let's go. Got 4 down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Haskins on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. That's it.
Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
I'm coming after you. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run, watch the run.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
54, right there, right there. Hey, I 7. Mike 54. Mike 54. 74. 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And an alley to run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Play action. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Ready. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Redskins, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want to give. How much blood